do I look? Where do I look?
Okay, yeah.
No,
You in
good.
here? You need to scoot over some?
No, this good.
Okay.
Okay. Hi.
We've never been Instagram live before.
Ever. So hopefully we don't be like
The old people.
baby face and Teddy Riley trying to connect.
It's just me.
Maybe we should Google it.
Google what?
How to add ourselves.
I think you just go in there live and they ask you if you want to join and you say yes.
Oh, okay.
Or request to join this person's live.
Okay.
Ladies, what's up?
Hi.
Today we got greedy girls that land on here. Real quick, ladies, give everyone a little introduction about yourself. Let them know your names. Let them know what you're about to eat.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, because we are hungry. But my name's Amber,
I'm Alex.
and we're the Greedy Girls Atlanta. So we are a food and lifestyle blog, and we go around the city exploring all the restaurants, new restaurants, old restaurants, all different seafood, soul food, anything you can think of. We go around the city trying out the menu and posting it for our followers to see.
Yeah, we like to share, not only the restaurants that we go to, but our experience at those restaurants, right? Because it's not just about the food, it's about the service you get, it's about the atmosphere, it's about the quality of the food, but the time that you have when you're there. So we do lifestyle in addition to just food.
Yeah. So, have you been to Atlanta Breakfast Club before?
I have.
She has.
I've had the peach cobbler French toast.
Okay, you stop at
I had that. It was really good. So yeah.
So I actually haven't been, so this is my first time trying your...
Why haven't you been to the Atlanta Breakfast Club?
I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. But
You
tell
you
me
guys
now.
are so popular. Usually the line is down the street and we're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
The food is really good there. So when I went, I was definitely like, Amber, oh my God. And
Yeah,
then
she
Breakfast
did
Club,
tell
I
me.
finally got to go. So yes.
So this is the quarantine days segment of our show, right?
Okay.
So what you do, you meet a young lady. You ask her, what she would like to eat. If she's still something to eat, you have to stop the conversation while you're eating.
Okay.
That's a good idea. You have to be creative in quarantine now.
Yeah. Funny thing, we were just talking about how am I gonna date during quarantine because I'm still single, but just being out around people is still a little nerve wracking, and it's like, have you been quarantining yourself? Who have you been around?
Did you hear the tail end of our last conversation?
We did.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think about platonic relationships with before we jump into it?
We have plenty of platonic friends.
Yes.
And I think the most important thing about that is as long as your friends have respect for you, if you're in a relationship, I don't even think they're going to try you on that level. And if they do, then it's just a simple statement that you have to make. And I feel like if they respect you enough, they'll just leave it at that. But we don't really have problems with our platonic friends trying to cross any lines.
We have a lot of platonic friends, and they've never tried to cross those boundaries. So I think it's how you
carry yourself.
Yeah, how you carry yourself and how you interact with them on a daily basis. I don't think if it's something that you've never ventured into, that they would try you like that.
If your mate actually kind of shut it down.
I mean, I think at the beginning stages of a relationship, you kind of establish who your friends are. So I think at the beginning, if you have these platonic friendships, then you should automatically or immediately introduce your partner to that person so they won't have any doubt of like, oh, who is this person 5 months down the line just showing up like, hey, we're friends, we've been hanging out, and they have no idea who that person is.
There should be some type of backstory that you share that's like, hey, this is my friend, we've been friends since middle school, they have a family, we keep in touch because we're friends, and it's nothing, of that nature. You just have to be upfront with the person that you're with about the relationship with that person, and you can't lie about it.
Yeah.
What do you think today, and why did you choose those items? I'm surprised that these were the items that you chose.
So I got the seafood gumbo. Yes, and I chose this because I love seafood. I can eat seafood pretty much every day, like shrimp, crawfish, lobster, any type of seafood, crab legs for sure. So I wanted to try this because I saw it had good reviews, and when I selected it, you guys said it was a good choice. So yeah.
That was me. That was me. So, let me tell you why. We
Yeah.
have been in quarantine and cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner. Cook breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yes.
So one thing I haven't had is a Philly cheesesteak. And when I saw that, I was like, ooh, I'm getting a Philly cheesesteak. I haven't had one. But you know, I got a burger instead, and I love burgers too. So
Yeah, she does love burgers.
now I want y'all to know the fries didn't make it.
They eat the fries over
The fries got killed as soon as they walked through the door.
Oh,
What?
good. These fries look good.
They were so
They
good.
were good.
They were good. Well, we're from Memphis originally, so we are used to good eating. It's a ton of good eating in Memphis. And we went to school at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, so it's not that many places to eat.
Yeah.
So we moved to Atlanta and we were just like, oh my God, yes, this is what we've been missing, all this food. So we just started to go out to eat all the time. And
All
people
the
would be
time.
like, where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? So we decided to start talking about it.
2018, we started the actual food page,
Yes.
and the Instagram, and then we started our blog, and yeah, so we've just been doing it since then.
And so what we have learned that people want to see from us is when we do actually go to, you know, just a restaurant to eat, maybe it's not an event associated. We have a YouTube channel, so sharing that type of content on YouTube and in our Instagram stories and on IGTV. So
Yeah.
that is definitely a thing.
Because if you follow us, you'll know it's literally a every weekend thing. Like
Yeah.
the amount of, and I mean Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
You keep count, like how many restaurants have you been in?
we have been everywhere unless it's new.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like a lot of times people will say, have you been here? Have you been here? And I'm like, yes. And then if somebody wants to go on a date, they're like, you've been everywhere.
I
I'm like, I
know,
really
yeah.
haven't. I really haven't been everywhere, but I have been a lot of places. So you might have to really do some research.
Yeah.
Being that we're not from Atlanta, it's always a place that Atlanta resident, like that was born and bred here, tells us about that. We like, oh no, we haven't heard of it, and we like to go to little, you know, old school places too, like places that have been around for a while.
We're
We're
cousins.
cousins.
Yeah.
But we get sisters a lot, and usually we'll
Yeah.
just say yes.
We be like, yeah, don't worry about yes.
Some of your best restaurants.
We like Booyah. They have the best.
There's a
drinks.
place in Buckhead called Devon's. They have the best lamb chops. If you like lamb chops, the lamb chops are amazing.
I like Southern Gentlemen because anytime you can go somewhere and you have a beautiful like rooftop patio, that's what I need. I need the sun to shine on me while I'm sipping my mimosa and sharing with my friends. Like that's what I need.
Miss Icy's, they're always good for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
We've been to BQE a few times for their brunch party. Rocksteady has a really nice bar.
Yeah, and it's a nice vibe in there. They have good music.
Good music,
I
good
think on
vibes.
Thursdays or Fridays they have a DJ.
I think
And
I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe they closed.
No.
oh,
Yeah, after all this crazy stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
dang.
I hate to hear that.
yeah. With businesses, the quarantine has kind of forced people to think outside of like what they're doing, and just making sure you have different things you can go into. So like even though you are a restaurant and people come in and sit down, like we've been seeing a lot of people come up with like family meals and things that they can take home, and I know they allow people to be able to order drinks and bring that home. It's like being able to think ahead or further out than what's happening right now is very important. Well, the delivery service was perfect.
Yes.
They came right.
They were on
to us, yeah.
time. Delivery late. The food is hot.
Good job, Kevin.
It's good. It's fresh.
I know you mentioned you're from Memphis.
Yes.
Tell me about the food scene in Memphis. 'Cause I got a couple questions. I'll let you start off.
Okay.
Okay.
So first of all, we have the best barbecue.
And the best hot wings.
Hey, there we go.
The hot wings and the barbecue.
There we go.
Top notch, no competition.
We've been here since 2012.
Yeah.
So we like the food here, but it's
Those
just
two?
no comparison.
No comparison.
What makes Memphis barbecue so good?
The sauce.
Girl, she's like
Where you gonna get your wings from?
So my wings, I used to go to Hot Wings Express, Crumpy's, It's good.
They have one here in Atlanta, in Decatur.
Yeah, we had to drive because we're in Smyrna, so we drove out there to support the Crumpies.
We made that trip.
You gotta get the honey gold.
You gotta get
sauce.
honey gold. You can get honey hot,
Yeah,
but
honey hot. Now I didn't try the hot lemon pepper until I moved to Atlanta, so I'll get that to Atlanta. That's an Atlanta thing.
Look, we got some Memphis people on the line. MJ, she said, I know, that's right.
Oh, and Crumpies give you whole wings, like
Right.
not just the little. Yeah.
These little baby chickens, no.
Yeah, you get the full. You even have leftovers because you get the whole wings. You don't have to scramble with that little 10-piece.
Right.
How have you had to make any adjustments as far as we haven't been able to go to any restaurants, right? So
Yeah, so actually, because we have gone so many places and been out a lot, we had a lot of content that we hadn't posted yet. So we've been relying on that a lot. And
yeah, it's just really good to have a library of things, like even things that you may have used and you can kind of maybe recycle that content, turn it into something else. But we have also been doing things like this. We have been partnering with a lot of different restaurants and they've been sending care packages.
Yeah.
So that's been cool.
what have you been cooking?
so what we both do.
We have HelloFresh.
Yeah, so HelloFresh, I don't know if you are familiar with it, but it's like a meal kit. So every week they'll send you all the ingredients and you can just cook that way. So this week I think I got like some lobster ravioli. I'm excited about making it.
Yeah, so it's different meals. You choose from like a list
Yeah.
of like 10 meals. You pick like 3 or 4 and they'll mail them to you. So it's been very convenient, I'll tell you that. But it's
Yeah.
just been a lot of cocktail making, cooking, wine.
So the same, both of you were in the kitchen, right?
Right.
You had the same ingredients, the same, everything the same. Who cooked the better meal?
Well, I'll say I like to try different things. So if I'm like, I want to eat this, then I can usually figure out how to make it, and it turns out good. So,
What changes do you think you have to make?
yeah, I think we will just have to be more particular about like where we eat. Like I know one thing we discussed is we want to talk to restaurants about what they are doing now that restaurants are opening back up to make people feel comfortable. Because like we went out this past Saturday and I was still a little nervous just being around a bunch of people. So one thing we want to do is get with restaurants and just to see like what changes they are implementing so we can let our followers know, because we do want restaurants to get back up and running, get back to normal and still make money. But people want to feel comfortable as well. So I know that's one thing we're going to be focusing on.
Yeah, and we also have some products coming that will help in the light of COVID. So dropping on our website here in a couple weeks, we'll have some products that are just going to be beneficial for you when you are back and out and about in the city. And for the first couple weeks, we were still going places and taking pictures, but
Yeah.
not necessarily let's go in here and have a full sit-down meal. We might get a drink at the bar, get some content, and then dip out real fast. So max 30 minutes inside.
Tell me, what do you have planned for the rest of your day? You got dressed up, what you got planned for the rest of the day?
We're probably going to go take pictures.
We're gonna get some more content. Content is king, so we don't waste a day of, just makeup. We gotta do multiple things
Yeah.
when we get ready. So we have content on deck.
Let me see, one last question, right? This is for both of you. So you're in quarantine, right? You only can have one meal, you have one movie, and one album. Which one is it?
Crab legs for my meal. My movie would be Coming to America. I could watch that all the time. Album would be. So right now I've been listening to Lucky Day. Either that or Drake. Nothing Was the Same. That's like my favorite Drake album.
My album would be Future, The Wizard. My movie would be Life. My meal would be, I want to say Juicy Crab, but then when you say it's the only meal, that kind of makes me feel like, but it might be Juicy Crab. Either that or Steak 101 in Vinings.
On your IG page. YouTube is the same title?
Yeah.
Yep. Same
Same on all platforms. Gritty Girls Atlanta. Twitter is Gritty Girls ATL.
Website www.greedygirlsatlanta.com.
Yes. So it's easy to find.
Easy to find.
Who came up with the name? Who came up with the name?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was a collaborative
Yeah, like
effort.
we were just talking about it, and then you were like, Greedy Girls. And I was like, oh, yeah,
on the street soon, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
We're getting our setup together. We got Blake over here. He is our designated
Cameraman.
videographer.
Hype man. It's not working. Why?
We could talk about anything.
Go Vols!
I was not ready. I'm in the back. Look at me. How many people in here?
She's one-on-one. Just tell me online.
60.
Girl.
Get down and dirty.
We know all about that.
Food, dog. I see you bought your burger.
We're
We was
talking
you
in.
know.
I feel disrespected.
Right. Should I post it?
Yeah.